Sometimes in business, right, I know those guys who are hunters, right? There's a time you want to be a hunter, right? Hunters say you're going out there, you gotta get it done. If you're a sole proprietor, you're a hunter. Yeah, you gotta find new clients, you gotta sell new product, man. If you're a new business owner, like cash flow is king, cash is king. You are out there hunting for new business. When you're in new business and you're hiring people, you probably invest more money into finding out, getting people who can bring in revenue, who can go out there and hunt. And so that's your sales team. If all the sales team is on revenue, business dies. The farmers say, okay, cool, let's plant a seed for today. It won't be ready to harvest tomorrow or in 2 months. Maybe not even in 3-6 months. I'm not a professional farmer, guys, but it takes time, right, to plant a seed and to plant the seed and then let it go on a rich soil. Make sure that so one, a farmer must have an environment that has rich nutrients.
What would you classify these terms in the business perspective? A hunter versus a farmer.
Hunter versus a farmer. It's crazy you say that, man, because in business, there's times you want to hunt. You gotta go out there and make it happen, man. Like you gotta eat, right? I'll give you some analogies on that. And there's times you want to farm for the harvest of season. And so think about the old days, back in the old days, right? I say old days, man. Think of Native Americans, man, on the American frontier, and you're a hunter, right? You're living in your TP, whatever you want to call it, right? And you're out there, and you and a couple guys, the hunters in the village, go out to go hunt for some buffalo. You're hunting that day. You're going out for a kill that day, whether it's deer, buffalo, whatever it is, to kill something that day, bring it back to eat today, right? You may be able to harvest some of the meat and jerky and all that kind of stuff and the fur, but at the end of the day, you're eating for that day. And so sometimes in business, right, I know those guys who are hunters, right? There's a time you want to be a hunter, right? A hunter say you're going out there, you gotta get it done. If you're a sole proprietor, you're a hunter. Yeah, you gotta find new clients, you gotta sell new product, man. If you're a new business owner, like cash flow is king, cash is king. You are out there hunting for new business. When you're in new business and you're hiring people, you probably invest more money into finding out, getting people who can bring in revenue, who can go out there and hunt. And so that's your sales team. If all the sales team is on revenue, business dies. And so hunting is great. But here's approach with the hunting is good because it brings in instant gratification, it brings in the cash. You're hunting today, it brings in a kill today, which is great. But you gotta go hunt again tomorrow. So we're on this American frontier where we're Native Americans. We hunt today, we hunt the next week. We eat the food, cut the deer up, boom, we eat, chop it up, boom, boom, boom. Okay, feed the kids, a wife, anybody. Okay, we gotta hunt again. And you're always hunting. That's why there's always hunters and farmers, or hunters and gatherers, right? So the farmers say, okay, cool, let's plant a seed for today. It won't be ready to harvest tomorrow or in 2 months. Maybe not even in 3-6 months. It may be a time. I'm not a professional farmer, guys, but it takes time, right, to plant a seed and to plant the seed and let it go on a rich soil. Make sure that so one, a farmer must have an environment that has rich nutrients. So in business, right, if you're saying, man, I'm farming here, I'm building a block of business, I'm building a book of business, I'm building a pipeline. I got guys in my team. I'm like, hey, what's your pipeline like, bro? Oh, I said, bro, we need sales today. We need sales this month. Let's go hunt. But with that being said, we need sales next month and the following month and the following month. So what are you farming that's going to become a harvest next quarter? And so in business, when we go up to go farm, when you farm, it's a long-term vision. It's a long-term process. When you're farming relationships with people, man, you like, what can I get today from this guy? Well, what are you talking about, man? Like, if you're meeting new people, you're like, what can you give to them? Like, what soil is going on? What are you planting into the relationship? What seeds are you planting into that relationship? You want to harvest. You want to have a harvest in 6 months, a harvest in a year. And so in business, in my life, guys, and personally in my business, man, there's been seasons when I'm harvesting. I'm planting a seed. I'm developing something. I'm building leaders, man. I'm doing the training. I'm putting in the work. I have an academy I teach, man, about money and finances with my agents here. And it's a long class, a 3-hour class. We go in about, business and how business works and how to service our clients and how to educate clients on money and finances. And it's a 3-hour class, Q&A. There are people in that class who are part of my organization that won't become a hunter or won't become someone who's out there doing it big 6, 12, 18 months from now. But I'm sowing seed in that harvest and that soil because I know at one point in time, I need those results next year. So a farmer mentality says, hey, I'm planning for Q2 of next year. I'm planning for Q3 of next year. I'm putting these in place because these pumpkins are going to harvest in 6 months. This watermelon will harvest in 12 months. This corn will harvest in 6 weeks. Not today. Hunters saying, hey, I need something today. You got to have a balance. gotta have a balance. You can't if you're always farming, like, okay, cool. You may farm. I know some guys who farm, cast vision, sow seed, but they aren't able to last alone for that hard because the business has to flow. That you need cash flow. You need cash flow. So in this analogy here, you gotta hunt. You need some food today, right? You gotta hunt. But you want to be a farmer that says, hey, let me plant seeds for the future of my business. So what does that look like for you in your business? What are you not being patient with? What process are you not waiting for to happen? Are you putting the carrots out too soon? Because the carrot you can't see, the little green part comes up and like you're putting, oh, what the heck happened here, right? Wait for it to harvest. Okay, in the meantime, go hunt. Go find some buffalo. What's your buffalo? Is it a client today? Is it a prospect? Is it going to a networking event tomorrow? Is it find that new buyer from that home tomorrow? Is it posting videos on Instagram, social media? Oh, maybe for you, farming's that. Hey, I'm posting content on social media right now. Yeah, I got a plan for Q1 next year. I got a plan for Q2 next year. Guess what, guys? I'll still be in business Q1 of 2024. What am I doing today to be strategic to make sure I can have a harvest in Q1 of 2024? That's the way a real business owner thinks. But I meet too many people who are like, hey, I'm hunting for today. I'm just in survival mode, man. I get it. You got to survive. Get your food, right? But always have a mindset that, hey, I have a balance here between hunting, between farming, or hunting and gathering, because they both work together. So if you're saying, man, Chris, like, how do I bring balance to this situation, right? Maybe you're somebody who's leaning a little bit more to hunting. You hunt way too much. Maybe you're somebody like, man, Chris, I can cast vision. I'm patient. I'll wait. I have a plan for my business. I'm sowing seeds, man. I'm investing into my business. I'm meeting people, shaking hands, but I'm not eating today. You got to bring balance. And hunting for you may be a part-time job. It may be doing Uber, doing Lyft during certain hours and say, I got to hunt. I got to find some money today, right? And so whatever you do, sit down, build a business plan for yourself and say, okay, cool. From a top line revenue perspective, what's needed Q1, Q2, Q3 of this year, right? What's needed for our business? Okay, cool. We want to scale and grow. So what strategic alliances, what strategic plans we have in place to add on a new product, to build a new sales team, to grow the team, because you got to hope for the best and plan for the worst. So if you have a sales team now, you have a staff now, you have a team now, what are you hoping for the best is saying, hey, hoping for the best is saying, hey, everyone stays here in our organization. Plan for the worst is we lose everybody. What's the next bench coming in? What's the next bench of people coming in to be trained and developed? So that being said, guys, if you got any value from today's video, guys, don't forget to comment in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram @SoldOutServer. Until next time, guys, I'll see you soon.